In a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains and wide green fields, there lived a young boy named Daniel. Daniel was known for being clever and curious, but he had one weakness. He didn't always show respect to the people around him. He often interrupted his teachers, argued with his parents, and laughed at the older men who told stories in the town square. To him, respect seemed like something old-fashioned, something unnecessary in the modern world. One day, Daniel's grandfather, a wise old man with silver hair and kind eyes, called him over. "Daniel," he said gently, "I want you to help me tomorrow in the village." Daniel frowned. "Help you do what?" "You'll see," his grandfather replied with a smile. The next morning, they walked together through the streets. The first place they visited was the baker's shop. Daniel's grandfather greeted the baker with a warm smile, bowed his head slightly, and said, "Good morning, Mr. Thomas. Your bread smells wonderful today." The baker smiled brightly and gave them each a piece of warm bread for free. Later, they met an elderly woman struggling to carry water from the well. Daniel's grandfather rushed to help her, speaking softly and respectfully. "Allow me to carry this for you." The woman's tired face lit up with gratitude. All day long, Daniel watched as his grandfather treated everyone with respect, whether they were young children, busy workers, or poor travelers passing through the village. And everywhere they went, people returned that respect with kindness, smiles, and trust. At sunset, when they finally returned home, Daniel asked, "Grandfather, why do you speak to everyone like they are kings or queens?" His grandfather chuckled. "Because respect is not about who people are, Daniel. It's about who we choose to be. When you show respect, you build bridges. You open doors to friendship, trust, and peace. Without respect, the world becomes smaller, colder, and lonelier." That night Daniel lay awake, thinking about everything he had seen. The next day at school, he decided to try something new. Instead of interrupting, he listened carefully to his teacher. Instead of laughing at the old storyteller, he sat quietly and paid attention. To his surprise, people looked at him differently. His teacher smiled proudly. The storyteller patted his shoulder and said, "Thank you for listening, young man." Day by day, Daniel's life began to change. He found that respect was like planting seeds. The more he gave, the more kindness grew around him. Soon, he was not only liked but also trusted by others. Years later, when Daniel became a teacher himself, he often told his students, "Respect is the greatest gift you can give. It costs nothing, but it makes the world rich." And from that village surrounded by mountains, Daniel's story spread far and wide, teaching children and adults alike that respect is the foundation of every good relationship and the secret to a happier world.